Guys, we'll wait for a few minutes and we'll begin. Hey guys, hello everyone. Hope your preparations are going well. Yeah, today basically I'll be discussing few frequently asked questions in the group, which I feel that are important to address so that everyone knows about it, and also then about revision strategy, and then we'll continue with your doubts. Okay. So yeah, firstly to begin with, uh, many of you were asking the same question about the mock test. Means I think the average is between 40 to 50 or 55, I guess. So yeah, means people were asking like how much should I target for, or what should be the ideal score for the first few mock tests or that kind of question similar to the related to the score. Yeah, for means everyone, what I would suggest, just don't target for the marks. Suppose in a particular mock you have prepared a few XYZ concepts and the same concepts are asked in the mock test luckily. So in that mock test, I think you can means your score will be decent or more. So yeah, instead of targeting for marks, go for concept. Suppose if in a particular mock test you are unable to attempt a particular concept or topic, or you think that I have learned that concept, but here still I'm unable to do that particular question. So in that case, instead of focusing on marks, try to identify the concepts which you are feeling that are still remaining or you lack. Yeah. So try to cover most of the concepts. Uh, yeah, that's the first thing. And for the aptitude part, many of you were asking that I have solved these maths questions, still I'm unable to get this concept. But for that thing, I would first suggest that try to learn those concepts from any of the resources you have, like any videos or YouTube playlist. So first, learn those concepts. Then after learning those concepts in that videos itself, you must be getting some standard or basic questions or standard of patterns which are asked for that particular topic. So once you have seen those questions, then I think it will be easy enough for you so that you get familiar with those type of topics. And yeah, once you get familiar with those questions, then you can go for the standard resources like R.S. Agarwal and Arun Sharma, either which you are following. So yeah, firstly, I'll strongly suggest to first learn the concepts and then go for the solving of questions so that you know what kind of patterns or what kind of standard formulas are need to be learned or are basically majorly focused on. So that's the second thing. Yeah, and yeah, for revision, firstly, I think everyone will be having their notes. So firstly, I would suggest to try to revise everything from your notes first. Initially, it might take time like 3 or 4 hours or more than that, depending on your preparation. So also try to revise frequently, means after a certain duration or certain amount of time, try to revise each subject. It shouldn't be the case like I have done this x topic or x subject and done. I'll see that after like 10 or 15 days. It shouldn't be that case, means at least try to revise it over a certain amount of time, means suppose after 3 or 4 days, then again the particular subjects come for the revision. So you can prepare a timetable, or also there is another way, like suppose today I'm giving a mock test. So instead of spending means giving another mock test again tomorrow, what you can do is today I give the mock test, then whole day I can analyze and solve some active questions. Then again for the next 2 or 3 days, what I will do, I will again revise those concepts or try to learn those concepts which I lack. Then again, after a certain duration of time, uh, try to give the another mock test. It shouldn't be the case that you are just giving the mock test and you are still unprepared about particular topics. So yeah, firstly, for means those people who are still unprepared for particular topics, I would suggest that at least until the end of March, focus on learning, because you still have a decent amount of time. Your exam is on 2nd of May, right? So at least until the end of March, try to focus on learning. If you are lacking in some concepts or topics, try to focus more on learning those things. And after March or April first week, you can just start with giving mock tests on alternate days or after 2 days. Yeah, that's the main thing. Another thing, yeah. Suppose while solving or giving any mock test, you come across some particular question that you feel difficult, or like it is a similar thing, but the formulas are applied in a different way, or it is asked in a different way, and you find it difficult. So for such questions, I would suggest instead of just marking it down there, try to add that particular question in your notes itself, so that during your revision you can revise that thing again, and yeah, it will be easy for you. Yeah, and the same thing, just try to revise periodically. Don't have a long gap between any revisions. Yeah, yeah, same thing. It means you can uh, make a timetable and allocate one day for few particular subjects. Like today I'll do this subjects, or you can just have a means separate 4 days for just revision itself, or you can just allocate each day with aptitude plus this subject, and second day aptitude plus another subject, like that thing. And for aptitude part revision, it's more of a kind of means the more number of questions you solve, the more confidence you get. It's all about the confidence. It's not like suppose I have solved some 50 questions and I'm done with it. Some people can even get a confidence by solving 20 to 25 questions, that okay, now I am good enough in a particular concept. Then yeah, I can solve any question or any pattern or any just trick question asked from this particular concept. So for aptitude also, it's not about just solving X number of questions or Y number of questions. Try to focus on how much you are confident in that particular topic. So yeah, while solving also, I would suggest try to identify some different patterns. Like suppose you are solving the question and you say that I have done the similar kind of question, so just skip it and don't waste your time. And suppose if it's this new kind of question or some different thing you are getting in that question, then try to solve it. Yeah, that's the thing. And yeah, just mainly I would tell you that try to do aptitude daily. Hence, you can pick any of the topic for aptitude, and along with that, suppose you are giving a mock test on that particular day, then try to accompany the daily aptitude practice with mock and analysis, or else you can just have revision of other subjects as you are not giving a mock on that day. But aptitude, try to just either revise the formulas or concepts, or just try to solve questions every day. So be consistent with aptitude because it's all about solving. Yeah, and that's I think same thing I said you that just don't waste your marks. Means as if now if you're still lacking in a particular concept, just don't waste your marks. You can give one or two marks to analyze yourself, but after analyzing, mainly focus on learning. Then you can start at it, attempting the mocks. Uh, yep. I think that's it. Just focus on revision. If you are not done preparation, then at least till March end, focus on learning concepts mainly, and then solving more of aptitude question. Yeah, basically that's thing. That's these are the main things that I wanted to tell you. And also, suppose for revision, means you can uh, suppose you have revised the whole things once, and during that revision you can mark each concept as means certain any notations. Like I used to do like 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 3 stars. Then for a 3 star means it is an important concept or I find it difficult. So while revision I used to give more time about the 3 star concepts than those on 2 and 1 star. And yeah, means suppose it also helps that if you are you if you wanted to do a quick revision, instead of focusing on everything, you can just review the 3 star questions or maybe the hard one you have which we have marked, and just revise everything. Yeah, I think that's it from uh yeah, that's it from my side. If you have any questions, I would like to take it. Yeah. I think guys, you can unmute and ask, and or else if you're comfortable, if you're not comfortable, then you can even type the questions in chat. Uh, for Aditya, for your question about practicing the aptitude, yeah, as I said, means you don't need to solve each and every question from Arun Sharma itself. Means focus on solving different kinds of questions. And yeah, if you're confident about that thing, just learn the standard formulas or standard types of question you have under that particular topic, and then you can go with the next topic. For for Piyush, see Piyush. If you're for Piyush, if you are good in technical, uh, I can for aptitude. Basically, I would suggest firstly learn the concept from any videos or any resource you feel comfortable with. After learning the concepts, then go with the questions from any of the standard book, Arun Sharma or R.S. Agarwal, and try to solve more questions until you feel confident about a particular topic. Yeah, and also I think uh, you you are just confident in DBMS, TS, and Algo. You can also try to cover the important topics related to other technical subjects like OS and CN. You still have time, at least try to cover those till, means try to learn those concepts at least at the end of the March by allocating uh, appropriate time for practicing aptitude and learning the concepts. Yeah, you can do both things at the same time. And for algorithm, I think the Sachin sir's lectures were good enough, but still, if you find it difficult, then uh, I, I just can't. I didn't follow any other resource. I think you can check on YouTube or anything you find comfortable with, then you can go with it. Or also, if you have already notes, then try to solve PYQs first and try to focus on those topics if you find algorithm difficult right now. But make sure that you cover algorithm means thoroughly or you are confident in algorithm because PGEE mainly focuses means if there is a high weightage, not mainly focus, but there is a high weightage on C algorithm and OS data structure. Yeah, I mean there'll be few nice questions from algorithm. Means not very tough, difficult, but you should be good with the algorithm concepts. Arpit, you was asking that are 55 marks enough or not? See, basically, for our batch, the difficulty of paper means the paper was a bit hard. It was a different difficulty. So for our seniors, means they even scored 63, 68. For our means the average was below 57 or 60 itself. Means the topper was I think only around 61, 62. Then the rest of them like 58, 57, 56, 55. It's not about the marks. It depends on the difficulty of that particular paper you will have. So try to score more so that means it basically implies that instead of just focusing on marks, as I said, just try to cover more concepts so that you are means good enough to score in any difficulty paper. Yeah, that's the thing. And for data interpretation, yeah, means yeah, guys, means many of you asked me the same thing. For data interpretation, means what I did was, I think you can go with any other resources, but what I did was, means data interpretation is basically all about applying your ratio and proportion formulas and percentage formulas by just understanding or grabbing the data from represented diagram like charts or graph or pie charts and those stuff. So yeah, what I did was I just practiced few of data interpretations questions, not much, but I mainly focused on ratio and proportion, those things. So if you are confident in those concepts, then you can directly apply those on the data interpretation part so that it becomes easy for you. Yeah, that's what I feel that, and I think it will help you. Because data interpretation is just data will be given you in some form and just you need to do the analysis of data in which I think ratio, proportion and percentage will definitely help you. And for Suraj, yeah, gate PYQs for algorithm topics are enough. Yeah, gate PYQs are enough, but still I would suggest just revise the whole algorithm, your notes for gate. and 1 mark PYQs are enough. For X-Men, for linear algebra, na, I think there is a means decent weightage. Like the last 10 marks are separately allocated for maths portion, right? So from that you can expect two or three questions for linear algebra. So I think you still have time, and I think you can easily cover the linear algebra. It is not that difficult. So instead of skipping it, I would suggest just learn the linear algebra. It will be helpful for you. Yeah. Yeah, Aditya. Yeah. Thank you for means bringing this topic. Uh, Yeah, means for geometry part, I think in aptitude, for our batch, I think there were 2 to 3 questions related to geometry. Yeah, means basically they were only based on the standard concepts like what we learn for the gate or any aptitude, like cone and circle, cylinder, hemisphere, and those stuff. Like standard that we know the standard 8 to 10 formulas for each shape, and try to means remember those things, practice few questions on them. I think there are few questions, decent good questions in Arun Sharma. You can refer to those things. But yeah, there will be few questions based on geometry. Logical reasoning, I think uh, there will be few, but not much, I guess. Means I think there isn't means fixed weightage they have assigned, but you can expect 2 to 3 or at max 4, because they need to cover every topic, every kind of topic. Means in aptitude, means not every topic, but they try to cover everything. Means they prefer diversity over just mainly focusing on one topic. So you can expect 2 to 3 questions from logical reasoning. Others, what else? See and during the paper, can I cover it now? Yeah, you can. Since, yeah, uh, if you're totally means see if CN is totally new to you, uh, you can still prepare the important topics as we told in the previous few sessions. Focus on those topics first, and then while mock test, suppose you encounter any new question, then try to learn about those particular topics during the analysis itself instead of spending time on learning those question topics. In that way, I think you can prepare CL. Yeah, you still have time. New pattern change from PCW because not every year. Basically, means the last time pattern change was, I guess, around 2021 or 22. Means the only thing that changed was they had coding question, and after that there were no coding questions. So yeah, that's the only change. Everything else remains the same. Means they'll have equal weightage to aptitude and technical subjects. Those things are same, but I don't think it will change every year. If means I even during that time, It was mentioned that I think you will have coding question or something in your exam. So yeah, don't worry. I think whatever is mentioned in the syllabus, the exam will be based on only those things. Means just for heads up. अच्छा. अरे, wait. Means basically, see, you can just check by the file which I shared, but still to tell some important topics, just routing and what TCP, UDP related to transport layer, application layer, there are few standard questions which you can standard questions means standard topics which you can prepare, and also related to packet switching and that those things, and few topics related to error checksum and error detection and correction, which are based on I think data link layer. Yeah, you can go with it. So basically, mainly focus on application layer, transport layer, and in network layer routing concepts, and then few topics in the data link layer related to circuit, packet switching, and those things. Others means if you haven't revised or given test yet, I would suggest to start with first revision. So that means instead of revision, if you start directly blindly to attempt test, I think you will waste your mock. Uh, so first revise, and after revising it, means take your time like 3 days or 4 days for revision, and then you can start with mock test and then same analysis and revision part. So firstly, I would suggest just revise and then give the mock so that you are able to analyze that even after studying, where do I lack or what I need to focus more on. And if you don't revise and blindly give the test, then it won't be helpful. No, please do the sequential part. Yeah, I think it's important, but please do it.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, sir, like just wanted to know one thing that uh, like what changes you like have done when low marks were coming in mocks that actually worked and you have got like good change and marks improved. What changes you have done in your like your preparation of PGW?
See, basically, you are getting less marks because you are not confident about that particular concept, right? So instead of just going attempting the mocks, I would suggest spend the time about on learning, or if you already learned it, try to do thorough revision, means spending a decent amount of time revising everything around that concept. Uh, yeah, mainly focus on the proper revision, and if you are not prepared, I would suggest to learn those concepts as you still have time. Means, as I said, at least till March end, you can easily give some decent amount of time on learning rather than giving mocks. Means you can go give mocks. Suppose you are giving a mock between 2 to 3 days. So instead of that, you can just extend it and have a gap between two mocks as 6 days or 5 days, and give some extra time, focus extra time on learning if you haven't prepared yet, instead of just giving mocks. Means you can even give mocks later, right? Uh, Currently focus on learning or revising, and then later you can give mocks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sir, like you have said, you have got something around like 55 in PGEE. So, like in the last mock before PGEE, like many marks you are getting? Like,
I got, I think, around 70 or something.
okay, in like in aptitude and technical, like how much?
Uh, no, means I can't remember it right now, but means, yeah, I think technical part had more weightage than I scored more in technical part, I guess, than aptitude.
Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Uh, I want information about the analysis of the mock test. For GATE also, I uh, mm, failed to analyze it properly, and something I couldn't do it. So I want information about analysis, sir.
See, basically, what we do means what you do an analysis, right? Find out those topics where you lose your marks or you didn't attempt it. So, firstly, try to find out those things in the mocks. Then, once you find out those things, then suppose if you have prepared for that particular concept and still you lose your marks, then try to find out why. Means what I did wrong, where did I do it wrong. So suppose if it was silly, then it's okay that you just made a silly mistake. It's okay. Try to improve those things. But suppose even if you knew about that particular concept and even if you weren't able to uh, clear that particular question, then I would suggest to revise that particular topic again. Or means also, if you are already prepared for that particular concept and you feel that the concept is applied in a different way in that particular question, so you can just add that particular question to your revision notes so that you think means you can revise it again and again and you get familiar with that particular thing. Yeah, means basically it's all about finding those points or topics where you lack and just focus more on them too so that you can score more by attempting those questions or the one questions you lose your marks or skipped it.
And what about the questions that we were not able to solve uh, due to some uh, uh,
Time limit.
like unknown topics or some questions that were uh, I feel that it was too hard. Should we
Acha,
solve it after the attempting mock again, or should we note that topic and solve questions from books like R.S. Agrawal or etc.?
yeah, means don't solve the mock again. Just identify that particular topic, relearn the concepts for or that particular topic, and try to solve more questions related to that topic from any of the standard resource you are following, so that you become more confident about that particular topic.
Okay, sir. Sir, for
Yeah.
aptitude, what should you suggest? What do you recommend, sir? R.S. Agrawal or Arun Sharma is good.
Uh, It's not about what I recommend because means many of my friends followed R.S. Agarwal while I personally followed Arun Sharma. So it's up to you means what you find means more comfortable or what you find more suitable for you. Go with it.
Okay.
Yeah. In mobility, what is reading comprehension? So maximum outside of finding. Means for reading in within the reading comprehension itself, they will ask you means I think we had two reading comprehensions during our time, and for particular reading comprehension itself means from four questions, like two were related to topic. So why is this? Why is that? And few were like give synonym for this word or the similar kind of standard topics under verbal. So you just need to find the context of that particular meaning in the given comprehension and try to identify its meaning or try to find the synonyms. It won't be everything like just about complete reading comprehension. Within that, they can ask you about synonyms and those stuff. Yeah. From DM, do they ask only graph theory? No. They'll ask other things too, like first order logic, preposition, those stuff sets. Yeah, they'll ask other things also. Uh, Anklesh, prepositional logic part in the preposition or level, but it's taking almost time. What should I be? I think if you have done with the other subjects, it's good to spend time on propositional logic. I think instead of seeing video lectures, summary lectures are available of Deepak sir itself on YouTube for propositional logics. Those are also good enough. Yeah, Deepak sir ने YouTube पे वही. You may refer that. Those are short and precise. You will easily cover the prepositional logics. Guys, if you have any other question or if I have missed your question in the comments or chat, uh, please again repost the question so that I can answer you. Thanks. Let's skip questions. So related question, I find it easy. And you have to panic and skip the questions. So not read the question, but you have to deal with this. Yeah, it means it happens with everyone. Means most of them just don't perform well during the pressure. So try to give more marks. Get familiar with that kind of environment so that you can perform well in the same environment during the actual test. Yeah, just try to give more marks so that you get comfortable and be uh, for calculus. I think I covered it from Go classes itself. Under engineering maths, they have Go classes. They have a calculus portion, and they are small. They are small. You can easily cover the calculus using those videos. We were new. Yes, yes. You can unmute.
हेलो सर.
Hello.
एक्चुअली सर मैं लाइक विल यू बी कंफर्टेबल इन हिंदी?
Yeah, yeah.
ओके सर. एक्चुअली मैंने इस ईयर में गेट डीए दिया था जिसमें मैं 39 पॉइंट समथिंग में भी एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ. और मैंने मतलब जैसे इसमें भी जो हमारा सिलेबस है इसमें से भी मैंने वो अपना क्या नाम है उसका डीबीएमएस मैंने स्किप किया था. मैंने इनिशियली मैंने कहा था कि वो बाकी इसका वेटेज भी उतना नहीं है तो उसको प्रिपेयर नहीं करते हैं, बाकी सब्जेक्ट्स पे ध्यान देते हैं. अभी मैंने इसके लिए जो ये वाला एग्जाम है ट्रिपल आईटी हैदराबाद वाला, मैंने इसके लिए कोर्स लिया था. मैंने कहा कि चलो इसको प्रिपेयर करते हैं थोड़ा. लेकिन प्रॉब्लम क्या आ रही है सर, मैं जब प्रिपरेशन कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि सिलेबस काफी वास्ट है, मेरे को वो भी सिलेबस कवर करना है जो कंप्यूटर साइंस वाले भी कर रहे हैं. और उसके अलावा वो भी पिछली बार जो गलती की थी कि मैंने मॉक टेस्ट बिल्कुल नहीं दिए थे. लास्ट के एक हफ्ते में मैंने 3-4 दिए थे खाली. तो वो भी बैलेंस आउट करना है। तो थोड़ा वही दिक्कत आ रहा है कि आखिर मतलब फ्लो कैसे पकड़ा है। इवन जैसे मैंने आपका लास्ट वीडियो देखा था, जैसे आपने कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क्स और ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इन सब में इंपॉर्टेंट इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक बताए थे। तो जैसे मैंने जब इनका जैसे सर की प्लेलिस्ट में चेक किया, तो जैसे डेटा लिंक लेयर आपने बताया था कि एक आप एज अ बोनस कंसिडर कर सकते हो, बट मैंने इनकी
हम्म।
प्लेलिस्ट में देखा था तो उसका कंटेंट काफी ज्यादा था। तो मतलब मेरा मंकी माइंड कह लूं मैं ऐसे, वो कह रहा था कि हो सकता है इसमें कोई एक ऐसी चीज है जो नेटवर्क और ट्रांसपोर्ट लेयर के लिए जरूरी रही हो। तो मतलब वही है कि कितना टाइम दूं, कितना टाइम उसको दूं, क्योंकि मैं इस बार लिटरली मैं चाहता हूँ मेरा हो जाए। मतलब 3 साल जॉब को हो गए हैं सर, तो मैं एमटेक अब अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता एक साल आगे पुश करना।
सी मॉक मॉक कैसा है कि बेसिकली तुम्हें वो 3 ही घंटे बैठना है ना। सो
हाँ सर।
सपोज 3 प्लस मान लो, +2 to 3 hours, मीन्स 2 ही मान लो,
हाँ
मतलब फॉर एनालिसिस। सो 5 hours पकड़ लो, बाकी आवर्स हो तुम रिवीजन कर सकते हो। मीन्स मैं तो अभी सजेस्ट करूंगा कि एटलीस्ट टिल एंड ऑफ मार्च focused, means more priority give on learning the new concepts or those you have skipped or not prepared yet। जो अभी बाकी है उस पे फोकस करो, क्योंकि बाद में तुम हर एक अल्टरनेट डे या फिर एक दिन में 2 मॉक्स दे सकते हो, पर अभी प्रिपरेशन ही नहीं है तो मतलब फोकस मोर ऑन लर्निंग पार्ट। सो मतलब अभी
ओके।
तुम शायद समझो 2-3 दिन में एक मॉक दे रहे हो, तो थोड़ा ड्यूरेशन बढ़ा लो, मतलब 3 या 5 दिन बाद मॉक दूंगा, पर अभी ढंग से प्रिपेयर कर लूंगा, नए जो कंसेप्ट बचे वो कवर कर लूंगा। सो उसके बाद मॉक दे देना, पर अभी जो टाइम है तो यूटिलाइज मोर इट ऑन लर्निंग, देन लेटर यू कैन मोर फोकस ऑन मॉक्स। मीन्स बिकॉज अभी तुमने पढ़ाई नहीं है तो वो तुम्हारा मॉक दे के भी कुछ फायदा नहीं है, क्योंकि वो बनने ही नहीं वाले। क्वेश्चन नहीं बने तो तुम देन अगेन यू विल गेट डीमोटिवेटेड, बन नहीं रहे। So instead of that, just focus more on learning as of now. Then later you can give mocks.
ओके सर। और सर एप्टीट्यूड की जो थ्योरी वाला पार्ट है, एप्टीट्यूड वाला, वो उसके लिए यहाँ पे कोर्स का काफी कंटेंट है, या फिर उसको मैं थ्योरी से ना कवर करके मॉक से ही मतलब एनालाइज कर करके प्रिपेयर करूँ?
मतलब एप्टीट्यूड का क्या मतलब, अरे
हाँ।
इतने भी बड़े बड़े वीडियोस नहीं है, तुम कौन से भी प्लेलिस्ट पकड़ लो या फिर गो क्लासेस हो तो उसमें से वीडियो देख लो। उसमें से बन जाएंगे। मतलब एटलीस्ट मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि तुम जो स्टैंडर्ड, मतलब जो कंसेप्ट है वो स्टैंडर्ड ही होते हैं मेनली। उसमें से अगर तुमने वो स्टैंडर्ड पैटर्न्स और फॉर्मूलाज तो वीडियो से कर लिए ना, तो मतलब बाकी प्रैक्टिस तुम्हारे ऊपर है। अगर तुम टेस्ट के थ्रू करना चाहते हो या फिर स्टैंडर्ड रिसोर्सेज के थ्रू करना चाहते हो, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन यू, बट एटलीस्ट फर्स्ट लर्न दोस concepts फ्रॉम वीडियोस, so that you get to know what kind of questions or what kind of patterns are main or important under that particular topic.
ओके सर।
Yeah.
थैंक यू सर।
Yes. Do we need to study complete digital logic sequential formulas? Yeah, I think sequentially तो important है, मतलब if you don't have time, I think you can skip sequential, but I won't recommend it. Try to do sequential, मतलब 1-2 बार कर लोगे तो हो जाएगा। It is not that lengthy, so try to cover sequential. Yeah, मतलब अगर तुमने छोड़ भी दिया तो आई थिंक डिजिटल का वेटेज इज नॉट दैट बिग, बट फ्रॉम दैट ऑल्सो आई थिंक यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट 2-3 questions on sequential and circuits and those things, and few questions on K maps and those things. But I would suggest to cover those topics, sequential and combination or calculus, some topics like conversion, divergence, so yeah. See, as I told in previous session that if you really want to cover those topics, because personally I didn't prepare for those topics like convergent series and those things. I basically prepared everything which is present in Gate. I revised again those concepts. So if you really want to learn about those concepts, there are few standard universities like MIT and Stanford, those courses from which you can refer. But many of the means candidates usually don't go with those things because it is not worth to means give your time for learning those things rather than you can focus more on aptitude part and revising the other concepts which you have already prepared for Gate and those things. Yeah. Yeah, it would be better. Any other questions, guys? You can post it or even you can unmute it yourself and ask.
सर एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन था
हाँ।
सर रिगार्डिंग जैसे जो टेक्निकल सब्जेक्ट्स के जो प्रैक्टिस है उसके लिए सर क्या गेट पीवाईक्यू के 1 मार्क्स लगाने रहेंगे या फिर आप अगर खाली मॉक टेस्ट भी सॉल्व कर रहे हो सारे जो हमें गेट गो क्लासेस ऑफर कर रही है तो वो काफी है
मतलब डिपेंड्स ऑन हाउ मच टाइम यू हैव। मतलब अगर तुम्हारे पास टाइम हो तो तुम मतलब मॉक ये गेट पीवाईक्यूज भी लगा सकते हो। अगर टाइम नहीं है तो एक बार सब सब्जेक्ट पढ़ के मॉक से ही तुम एनालिसिस कर सकते हो कि क्वेश्चन बन रहे नहीं बन रहे। अगर किसी टॉपिक में नहीं बन रहे देन यू कैन गो फॉर सॉल्विंग मोर गेट पीवाईक्यूज फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक।
ओके सर ठीक है सर उसमें ईयर वाइज तो फिर रीसेंट ईयर वालों को ही प्रायोरिटी देना अगर मान लो मॉक टेस्ट हम उसके बाद पीवाईक्यू भी ट्राई कर रहे हैं तो
हाँ मतलब हाँ वैसे ही मतलब क्वेश्चन तो सिमिलर ही है। मतलब प्रीवियस और रिसेंट और ये सब ऑलमोस्ट सेम ही कंसेप्चुअल ही रहता है।
ओके
हाँ। एनालिसिस मतलब आई थिंक मतलब एनालिसिस मतलब तुम्हें बेसिकली फाइंड आउट करने की कौन से टॉपिक्स वीक है तुम्हारे, मतलब जो अटेम्प्ट किया है तुमने मॉक में उसमें से। अगर वो उसके लिए आई थिंक 1 hour max 2 hours is enough. And the other thing is learning about those topics, वो तुम सेपरेट कंसिडर कर सकते हो। वो it depends on what topic you are having and how much you have previously prepared for that particular topic. So usually for analysis just try to firstly find out where do you lack, and once you are done with it then you can go with revising or learning that particular topics. Don't write all questions and answers in separate copy. No, don't do that thing. Just try to means find out those questions you felt that even if you got it correct but you felt that it took a lot of time while attempting it, or you find out that this is means based on standard concept itself but it is the question is asked in a different way. So in that way only those questions you can note it down your notes, else it's not suggested to write all the question and answers in separate copy.
Sir, for aptitude, did you go for theory first, or you went on to directly solve questions of mock?
No, 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 no. As I said in this video, right, in this session, firstly, go with learning the concepts. Don't just blindly begin with solving questions. So first learn the concepts. From that concepts, you will get to know what are the standard formulas or what are the standard patterns or types of questions are asked in that particular topic. So after that, you get once familiar with that particular topic, then you go with the resources to solve more questions. Okay.
How we will figure out that these type of questions are asked because we are not provided with the PYQs, sir.
No, no. अरे मतलब when you are learning those concepts from any video, right? In that video itself, means you will get to know what are the standard types of patterns or formulas you are required for solving those questions under that particular topic. From that, you will get to know the means pattern or what kind of questions are expected from these topics, and also from standard resources you can practice it.
Okay, sir.
So, do we need to try the SBI PO questions or the RRB assistance? Like they all exams have the same pattern and the same questions, and their level also are good. So, can we refer that also
You
for a
can if you have time. Means अगर if you have means enough time, or if you have done everything like learning this concept, revising and attempted in the standard notebooks, textbooks, then you can go with those things. But
no
I think
problem? No, no. What we face na कि like we are prepare we are studying mensuration. Like mensuration बहुत vast topic है, right? So
mhm,
we uh, everything we vanished from our mind. Ninth and 10th, not that much basics are not clear in the, especially in the mensuration chapter. तो उसके लिए अगर हम आर एस अग्रवाल रेफर करेंगे डायरेक्टली, तो we cannot solve that much questions from the unsolved examples.
mhm.
So that was the main reason कि we have to practice a lot questions from the YouTube.
Mhm. Nothing, but basically what I did was means firstly I just learned those concept and try to just find out few different kinds of questions. Means from you can use it, get it from any resource. Like if you are means comfortable with those things you said, you can go with it, because at last it comes down to practice. You just uh, you just have to practice more, or just you should be comfortable under that particular topics. So from anyways, you solve the questions for that particular topics, it's okay.
Yeah, I felt कि many of my colleagues facing this type of issues only, if I am correct.
Yeah, I think, yeah, means you can go with any way it works. It's means basically it's more about solving more questions. So first learn those concepts and then go with the questions.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, any of you have any more questions? I think there are no more questions. So yeah, just I would to conclude, I would just say that keep practicing, keep revising. Revision is the important thing, because we generally tend to forget. Even if you have done a thorough revision, just don't waste your Means don't waste a lot of time doing the other things. Try to revise those concepts frequently. Means gradually the revision time will get reduced if you are frequently revising those concepts. And yeah, so crucial briefly your planning and approach for aptitude. I mean, are you asking about the uh, mock attempt while attempting the mock or practicing? Profit loss percentage and probability. Is it fine of aptitude? Is it fine of aptitude? For practice means yeah, as I said, first learn the concepts and then try to solve more questions until you get confident or feel confident that okay, since I have done decent questions and I'm able to solve that or apply the formulas under that particular topic. Solve questions until you be confident in that particular topic. Profit loss percentage and probability. Yeah. Technical motion question. So, ऐसा नहीं है मतलब see even means we attempted only one question paper right for PGEE, so we can't tell you definitely that this will have more weightage or this will definitely come like this, but yeah, majorly I think you should be focusing on every subject with equal weightage. Even from that, there will be a bit comparatively bit more weightage on the subjects like algorithm, C, and OS. Because even after coming here during the our first sem, we had the same subjects like DSAPs, data structures and algorithm problem solving, and advanced operating system and probability. Yeah, so I think you should also means focus equally, but majorly focus on DS algo, OS, C and DBMS, those things. Can you recommend where to learn mensuration or geometry? Uh, I think I prepared for mensuration and geometry from Arun Sharma, I guess. Yeah, Arun Sharma. It has means concept explanation and questions are good from Arun Sharma. Probability and PNC level same as get. No, it won't be that complicated, but I said in a way that probability should be means you should be knowing the concepts related to probability and PNC for aptitude because means probability maybe they can ask like what is the how many times this can occur or how many ways this thing can be done. Like it can also come in under aptitude part. So just be familiar with standard formulas and concepts under probability and PNC, and that is enough. I think the session is available on YouTube, Anklesh, and also I think if you want to read it, I think they have posted a blog on goclasses. You can read it. Uh, if you have done the revision of technical subjects and if you feel that L1 are good enough, means you are easily able to solve, then you can solve few L2 questions. And if you means are yet to prepare or revise any technical subject, then I would suggest focus on technical subjects more. Then later you can, if you have time, go for L2 level. But if you are done with those things, then you can do the L2. It will be always means more helpful for you. Yeah. Bing. So yeah, I think done with the questions. I think there are no more questions. Yeah. Uh, for DBMS is given relational database and SQL, so transaction can we skip? No, I won't suggest to skip the transaction and those things. I will means I told the same thing in the first session. I repeat it again. Please do the transaction things. Normalizational relational database it comes, and transaction is important thing, and also try to do indexing because we had last year we had the few questions from transactions like one or two and also one question from indexing I guess so just for DBMS try to cover everything means other topics which I told other topics from the syllabus. Yeah, chalo. So yeah, keep learning, be consistent, and yeah, don't give up. Chalo, bye bye.